Test, test, hello, hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2. Talking to Mike. Say something.
Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Matt.
Test, 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 1, 2, test.
Sometimes there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Sometimes we're not ourselves. There's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. And I'll take some time, but I'll be alright. We're moving on. We're moving on. I know
College basketball is back at the LES. The new look Owls get set for their first home game against the Coastal Georgia Mariners. Hello everybody, my name is Nick Turok and I am joined by Maddox Greenburg. The FAU Owls are coming off back-to-back March Madness appearances, but after the departure of head coach Dusty May and just 4 players that remain from last year's roster, the Owls are bringing a new energy to the LE. Head coach John Jacobs takes over this program, and Maddox, what does Jacobs bring to this program as a first-year head coach?
Well, Nick, even though there's a new man at the helm of this program, Jacobs brings a level of comfort with his Owls fan base. He has success at Baylor and Gonzaga, where he learned under 2 of the best men's basketball coaches currently in college basketball, Scott Drew and Mark Few. He has been a part of this championship team, including that 2021 Baylor NCAA championship coaching staff. His experience coaching overseas has helped him build connections that are vital to him building this new roster. He brings in 11 new guys, including some overseas guys who play professional European basketball. We've seen how these players mesh on November 4th against Indiana State, where everyone was sharing the ball. Jacobs brings something unique to college basketball, which is positionless basketball. This stands FAU out from the rest, while bringing something fans that are used to seeing, high-scoring games and a deep bench.
And it's a totally new roster. We know Jacobs' experience so far as an assistant coach, but we'll see how he's able to transition here as a head coach. And with the starting lineups coming up, we'll be right back here on FAU Owl Radio. here on Owl Radio after the starters are announced here for the FAU Owls as well as the Coastal Georgia Mariners. This is going to be an exciting game. FAU, a lot of new guys in here, a fresh new starting five. Not a single starter is back in here, and I think the biggest thing for these guys is these guys aren't new to starting basketball games. The new 5 starters, one's from high school, our big center up in there, he's from Lithuania. He's known about starting games. A couple other guys in here, Ken Evans Jr., Leland Walker. These guys were both named to All-American teams, not All-Americans, but the All-Conference teams for their conference last year. These guys were the top of their conference at lower teams, so now they're moving up to the American Conference here with FAU, and now they have to spread the ball more, see what they're going to be able to do now on this kind of new conference, new look for them.
Yeah, that's the big thing you have to wonder is with all these guys who average, most of them have averaged double digits in their respective schools, coming to this school, how are you going to mesh well with your team? I feel like Coach Jack did a great job with that during this offseason because what we've seen from Indiana State, they share the ball well and look like the same FAU Owl team.
And right here for the Owls, starting for them at the point guard position, it's going to be Leland Walker. And then we also got Kiki Tandy out there, Ken Evans Jr. at the 3 spot, at the 4 spot. It's going to be the big guy from FSU. That was his previous school, now at FAU, Boban Miller, guarding the center position. Matas Vokatitis. Vokatitis, the big 7-footer from Lithuania. Freshman starting here at FAU, so see what he can do. With a couple of older guys around him, so they're going to have to take the lead role for him as Vokatitis tips it back. Leland Walker coming up the court now, number 2 for the Owls. Walker drives in right side. It's it out to Boban Miller. Miller for 3. Vokatitis, big rebound. Gets fouled going up. He's going to go to the line for 2. Boban Miller trying to get the crowd going right away with a deep 3. Boban Miller is definitely someone to look out for here today for the Owls. And Maddox, what have you seen? Obviously, Vokatitis going to the line right here, but Boban Miller, that's a huge transfer for the Owls. A lot of these guys, like I said, are moving up a conference. Boban Miller, he's going down from Florida State University, now coming to the Owls. What are you expecting from him tonight?
I'm expecting him to play well. I mean, him again in his career at FSU, 316 points, 217 rebounds for the AE. This guy's been all over the court, playing both offensively and defensively. And against Indiana State, 13 points, 9 rebounds. He is someone you want to have the ball with, and he's not too shy of going under the post and trying to get a bucket.
Vokatitis nailed the first free throw. Go to the line in a second. Vokatitis represents Lithuania in the summer of 2024 with the country. He's second division champions as he knocks down both free throws. And then to Sally Wilson. Wilson drives in right-handed finish. Scoop, can't get it. Vokatitis, big rebound. Goes Tandy. Tandy brings the ball to court. Vokatitis to the screen. Down inside. Vokatitis stripped from, kicks it out wide. Evans Jr. pump fakes. Swings it back up top. Deep 3 from Tandy. That one's off the rim. Long rebound. Can't get grabbed by Evans. Wilson's going to take it up. Deep 3 now for... And that one gets stuck in the rim. Jeremiah Kamara. Or excuse me, that was Valdi Ziefer. Ziefer trying to get that 3 to go from deep. Unable to get it to fall. So ball getting stuck in the rim. Going to be a jump ball. It's going to keep it down on this side for Coastal Georgia. So Coastal Georgia will keep the ball here. FAU in their home whites. Coastal Georgia in the black uniforms here, the black and blue. Screen set, Wilson up top trying to work on Miller. Kicks it out to the corner. Back up top to Wilson. Wilson now kicks it to MacArthur. MacArthur working in the post on Walker. Good pass inside. Right-handed finish reverse. Can't get that one to go. That was Ziefer on the miss. Deep 3 again from Tandy, unable to go. Excuse me, that was Evans. Evans Jr. for 3. Unable to get that one to fall. Owls start the game 0 for 3 from the 3-point line. Owls were very good in their previous game from the 3-point line. Walker catches him at midcourt. MacArthur MacArthur looking for action. Picks up his dribble at the half-court line. Can't find anybody. Finally finds Wilson. Now MacArthur's going to drive in left hand. Drops back with the left. Guarded by Evans. Good pass inside of Wilson. Blocked by Titus. Titus with a big block. Wide open three. That one's off the back of the rim. Rebound by Walker. Pump fake, toss it inside to Miller. Miscommunication there. Miller thought he was putting up for a shot, but Walker pulled it down, tried to sling it inside of Bob Miller.
That just shows you newness with this team. A lot of them, even though we said for the last game, they looked well meshed with one another. They're still a new team. Again, 11 new rosters. Almost the entire team is new. They saw them try to mesh well with one another.
And stolen by Miller. Bob Miller. Well, the steal slings it up to Evans. Evans down to Tandy. Tandy top of the key. To Titus. Titus gets to Leland. Walker. Drop pass inside. Another turnover by the Owls. Little miscommunication here at home. Still just a 2-0 game. 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. Wilson driving inside. Floater from Wilson. Gets that one to go. We're tied at 2.
Already off to a rough start for FAU. 2 turnovers.
It's a miscommunication here, which is to be expected early in the season. A whole new roster of guys. Now they get to Evans up top. Cuts back left. Ignores the screen from Titus. Now he takes the screen. Kicks it outside. There goes Tandy. Tandy backing down on the post. Finds Evans. Evans for 3 now. Another 3 from the Owls, and they make that one. First 3 connects for the Owls. Ken Evans Jr. drills his first 3 at home for the Owls. It's now almost stolen. Now they get it inside. Inside is Strawler. He kicks it back out. Back out to Burns. Pull up midi from the free throw line. Unable to get that one to go from Zephyr. Valdez Zephyr. Gonna get that one to fall. Leland Walker now working. Walker pull up mid-range, unable to get that one to go. Rebound by Zephyr. Up top is MacArthur calling shots. Back at the top of the keys now, Wilson. Wilson on the right side. Guarded by Evans. Kicked off his foot. Walker picks it up. 2-on-1 for the Owls. Walker's going to take it himself. Can't get that one to fall. Another missed layup for the Owls. Now Evans putting his shoe back on. Can't help on defense. Now they're back. MacArthur with the ball. Right wing. Driving left hand is MacArthur. Left hand reverse layup gets that one to go. 5-4 Owls lead. Bob Miller now inbound. Owls got some substitutions ready to come in. Waiting for a dead ball. 4 minutes, 30 seconds in as Walker brings it up. Right wing, screen by Miller. Gets to Titus. Hits the corner. Evans for 3. That one's long. Bob Miller rebound. He's going to take it on himself right hand. Can't get it to go. Reverse hook shot.
I never thought I'd get to hear these words out of my mouth, Nick, but already a lead for Coastal Georgia in this game. You did not expect that when you're walking in here, thinking FAU going against an NAIA school like Coastal Georgia, who hasn't won since this January, are now up 7-5 over FAU.
And we will be right back now. After the dead ball, we'll be right back here on Owl Radio. And we are back here on FAU Owl Radio as the Owls are down 7-5 here to the Mariners. Slow start for the Owls, a couple turnovers, and I think that's still a new team. All these guys, first game here at the Ellie. It's going to be the first game. Trey Carroll checking in now, as long as Nicola Moretti. Maddox, what'd you see from Moretti that first game against Indiana State?
Against Indiana State, he had led the team 19 points. He had 5 rebounds, 4 assists. That's why the fans on social media have been calling him the maestro. Him coming off the bench and leading the team in assists. That shows how much depth there is on this team.
So now Moretti with the ball. A couple substitutions for the Owls. Caleb Glenn in the game now, along with Trey Carroll. Trey Carroll is going to see the most minutes probably out of guys that were on the team last year and the previous year. The oldest guy on this roster that has been here as Leland Walker puts up the 3, unable to get it to go. Carroll tips it up. Evans trying to make a play on it. And it's going to be the Owls' ball. Good hustle play over there from Trey Carroll. And Trey Carroll is going to be a kind of a vocal leader on this team. Has been here the longest. I know it's a whole new team, but he knows what it's like to play at this arena. He's been here for 3 years. He really knows what he's doing around this arena as Carroll gets the ball, gets it over to Moretti. Moretti swings it all the way across to Evans, to Walker now. Walker, a couple hesitations, back to Evans. Evans, Moretti. Carroll now 8 on the shot clock. Moretti driving in left hand. Kicks it out to Glenn. Glenn driving right hand, 3, 2 on the shot clock. Carroll at the buzzer, can't get it to go. Carroll trying to get his own rebound, flips it behind the back to Evans. What a play by Carroll. Showing off the hustle. Now they get it to Leland Walker. Leland Walker, spin move down to Carroll. What a play by Leland Walker. Wow. Showing off some athleticism here at the Ellie. Walker now pressing up on defense. Getting on MacArthur all up in his face, guarding him full court. Now Glenn on MacArthur. MacArthur using his speed. Can't get around Glenn. Now a mismatch here for Leland Walker. Going against the big man. It's going against Wilson. Pull-up jumper from 21. That one's good. Valdez Saphir. Saphir gets a bucket to go. 9-7 lead now for the Mariners. Moretti top of the key. He's going to act as more of the point guard here. Back to Moretti. Evans for 3, corner 3. That one's good. Ken Evans Jr., his second 3-pointer of the game, as the Owls now take back the lead 10-9. 13:30 left to go here. Double team now from the Owls. Carroll backs off. MacArthur is able to swing it out to Wilson. Wilson driving left hand on Carroll. Tries to get a pass inside, goes over. But now Zafir, that was no good. That was Thad Burns on the shot. Evans another 3, short on that one. Tipped by Glenn, unable to get the rebound. Now Wilson bringing it up. Gets it to Burns. Burns fakes the pass inside, back to Wilson. Wilson just tosses a pass right to the FAU bench. Thought MacArthur was there for, but nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, and Sal Wilson, he was looking to try and find for that pass, trying to find Caden MacArthur. But MacArthur lost his shoe. The ref threw it back to him. And then when Wilson tried to make that pass, didn't see where his teammate was. His teammate was far behind him trying to get his shoe back on.
And Cat Evans Jr. comes out for Devin Vanderpool. Vanderpool seeing action tonight. Trey Carroll spin move inside. Throws up a shot. No good, but Carroll's going to go to the line for 2. And here's the thing for this FAU team. I think Trey Carroll is going to be one of the most important figures on this team, not just on a player, but as a leader. You saw he had a stepped-up role last year when Giancarlo Rosado went down for an injury, and Trey Carroll became the backup center for the Owls. And he was able to show on that Owls team last year, obviously ranked for a majority of the year, made it to March Madness, so he's going to have to be a vocal leader of like, hey guys, I've been on a winning program. I've been in the Final Four. I've been to March Madness. This is what it takes to get there, and I think Trey Carroll has that ability. We know how much the fans here at FAU love Trey Carroll. He's always hyping up the crowd as he missed the first free throw, but he's respected so much in this FAU program, and as one of the guys to commit here and stay here, no matter who the coach was, which now John Jacobs has the coach as he knocks down, just missed his second free throw, goes in and out.
And no doubt about that, especially since hearing from a couple of the players during the FAU men's basketball media day, a lot of them said, I came here to win. They knew FAU back-to-back NCAA March Madness appearances. They want to win.
As DeAndre Jefferson missed a shot, Leland Walker rips down the rebound, the point guard. Showing off some athleticism there, only 6'1". Another miscommunication there almost leads to a turnover. Now Moretti. Moretti, great pass to Glenn for 3. Glenn drills down the 3. this is one thing about the Owls. They are not afraid to shoot as Burns has the ball. Owls shot 23 threes in their first game. Already shot 9 threes today. They lead 13-9. Burns with the ball, top of the key, guarded by Glenn. Burns drives inside, pull-up jumper from the elbow. Off the front of the rim, no good. Trey Carroll gets it out in a hurry. Swings it up to Glenn. Glenn another three. Just in and out, rolls out of the rim. Little heat check there from Glenn, unable to get it to go. Now Kiki Tandy checking in, it looks like, for Leland Walker. As the timeout's called on the floor, we will be right back here on FAU Owl Radio. And we're back here on FAU Owl Radio in a packed house here today at the Borough, at the Elliott. And so there was some nerves, I think, with not maybe having a full crowd. New coach, whole new team. So, Maddox, what do you think it means to Coach John Jacobs and this whole team to see a full packed-out arena?
I think it shows a lot of optimism for him, and I'm pretty sure he and the players love it. I mean, knowing that fans still come here and supporting you is a huge change. No one likes change. Having your head coach and most of the coaching staff leave, having your top players go to schools, having only 4 guys remaining, and none of them having starting positions last year, having this whole new lineup, you're worried about, if you're a head coach, you're probably worried if the fan base is going to be supportive. But right before the season started, it was ruled that, again, for back-to-back years, it has been sold out the entire home season. So it shows that the fan base is still optimistic in this program. Even though it's changed, is going to be something very new they're not used to seeing, they're still heavily invested and believe about winning in paradise.
And a press coming here from the Owls. Looks like a man press. Glenn, Moretti, and Tandy up. Oster on the court for the Owls, as well as Carroll and Vanderpool. Looks like Jefferson, Kamara, Burns, MacArthur, and Jamil Gills out here on the court for the Mariners. Owls lead by 4. Full court man press here from the Owls. They get into MacArthur. It's going to be man all the way down. Tandy just going to have to go one-on-one here with MacArthur. So MacArthur just going to dribble it up as Tandy floats back. So now MacArthur bringing it up. Gets it over to Giles. Giles back to MacArthur. He cuts inside off the screen. We're ready on MacArthur. Pulls up for 3. Fouled on the shot. Moretti confused by it. So MacArthur's going to go to the line. And McCarthy now going to the line for 3. Moretti picking up the foul. First free throw, back of the rim, no good. And here comes the swim team for the Owls. They are also a part of this atmosphere. The swim team for the Owls gets here in their Speedos. They sit right behind the basket, and they try and do as much as they can to make this guy miss.
Yeah, you got a swim team. You also got the Flamingos on the other side of the baseline.
So MacArthur makes the second one. And Voikatitis checking back in now for Carroll. So 7-footers back in the game. And the whole swim team behind the basket as MacArthur puts up the third free throw. Makes 2 out of 3. And Moretti picking up the ball. Moretti a transfer from Illinois. The Owls played Illinois last year. Didn't get much play time was Moretti, but now he's one of the key subs for the Owls as Voikatitis loses the ball, gets a turnover. Now great play from Tandy showing off the hustle. He's going to go down, gets it inside of Glenn. Unable to keep it on the hand. Another turnover from the Owls. And I think this turnover is going to be kind of a common sight early in this season. I think they're going to figure it out, but none of these guys have ever played with each other. Not a single one. The only ones that have really played are Vanderpool and Trey Carroll. Vanderpool was a redshirt last year. None of these guys have ever played with each other. So these early turnovers, it's going to happen. So now Burns takes up the ball here for the Mariners. Burns looking for some action. Burns swings it up top to Kamara. Kamara back to Burns. Kamara with a screen. Burns a lot of movement here. Can't find anything good though. And trying to get it inside was Giles to Kamara. Couldn't get that one across, so it's going to be the Owls' ball. A turnover from the Mariners. And a 13-11 lead for the Owls. The Owls facing an NAIA team. So this is not a Division I matchup. Non-conference matchup here for the Owls. As Bob Miller now checks back in the game. Ready driving in right hand. Stops and gets blocked. Now Bob Miller almost gets it stripped. He's trying to get it out. Can't get it out. Another turnover by the Owls. MacArthur picks it up. Now Wilson back in the game for the Mariners. Wilson and MacArthur, they're key guys right up there. They're the prime ball handlers, prime shooters here for this Mariners squad. Trying to get it to Wilson, can't get it there. Moretti, a great pass up top to Glenn. Glenn gets fouled going up for a shot.
I don't think any of the one in this team, the fans or whatnot, expected to see this outcome right now. 13-11, FAU leading by 2 against an opponent that they should be up by 20 right now from seeing how they played last week, or not last week, earlier this week against Indiana State. And now with all these turnovers that they've done offensively, but also defensively, turn the ball over, getting some tipped passes, intercepting some passes from Coastal Georgia guys, but still on the other side, still losing possessions. Once you get in that point in transition, you're still not committing to it.
Missed. Bob Miller gets the rebound, kicks it out to Tandy. Kiki Tandy drills the 3. Tandy's first 3 of the game. What's the Owls up 17-11. Owls now lead by 6. Giles with the ball. Gets it up top for Raylan Grant. He checks in for the first time this game. Already with a steal. Ready now on the fast break. Swings it up to Glenn. Glenn layup good. Owls lead 19-11. And a timeout called by Coastal Georgia.
And that was Coastal Georgia's 4th turnover in less than 2 minutes.
Quick run here for the Owls. Last 30 seconds on a 6-0 run. So we'll be right back here after the timeout here on Owl Radio. And we're back here on FAU Owl Radio. Owls have a 19-11 lead. 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in this first half. Baba Miller picking up. Looks like the Owls are going zone here now out of the timeout. Yep, we're ready now with the trap at half court. Baba Miller getting that wide body up top, 6'11". Using that length to his advantages. Now they getting inside. Wilson pump fakes the three, drives inside, left-handed pull-up jumper from the elbow. High off the rim. Baba Miller using his height to his advantage. Dribbles it off. Voikatitis' foot. So another turnover by the Owls. The big feet of Voikatitis just gets in the way of Baba Miller dribbling. So now up top is Grant. 16 on the shot clock. Grant looking for help. Comes, gets a screen. Now they get it to Jefferson. Jefferson trying to drive inside. Now to Giles. Out wide. Jumper is good. That was Deontay Schroeder getting the bucket. Baba Miller slings it inside of Voikatitis. He's fouled going up. I'll go to the line for two.
And seeing how the players right now for FAU losing possession of the ball a little bit, turnovers early on, I would just assume this is right now nerves. Right now, again, just these guys very new with one another, being in the environment for the first time. This is really their first experience in a regular season home opener with this new program. We've seen how they played against St. Leo. They played great, but it was an exhibition game, really didn't mean that much. It wasn't really that packed for an exhibition game. We're still a good number of fans there. So I feel like right now it's just a little bit of nerves going with the team right now.
Is Voikatitis missed that first free throw? And yeah, I think there is a lot of nerves here. I think there's an expectation of, they obviously saw what the Owls did in the previous 2 years, especially in going to the Final Four 2 years
with
ago.
With that banner hanging up there beautifully in
Exactly.
LA.
There's some expectation there. They're seeing the full packed stadium. There's got to be some nerves, but some of these guys, they know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. They are good players in this college basketball. There's a reason they transferred. They want to win. They want to have that success. As Voikatitis nails the second free throw, Owls lead by 7. 8:22 left to go. And full court zone press now from the Owls. Baba Miller being that lead of the 1-2-1. Or 1-3-1 zone press, it looks like. Inside now is Schroeder. He gets the left-handed layup to go. And I don't see the point here from Jacobs going the zone. The man's been working. Only 15 points so far. The man has been working. I don't see the reason for the switch-up on defense. It's more of offensive issues from the Owls as they get it to Baba Miller. Miller driving in left hand. Pulls up. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line for two.
And two of those shots, those recent shots by Coastal Georgia, both were over the 7-foot Lithuanian player, the freshman, Matas Voikatitis. So with that size, which is another unique thing FAU brings to the table, which is that size, I mean, you would think that most players would not be able to get past over Voikatitis, but that happened just twice in a row.
And we'll be right back here on FAU Owl Radio as the timeout's called. And we're back here on FAU already. The Owls lead by 5, 20-15. 7:55 left to go in the first half here. As lineup for the Owls, it's going to be Baba Miller, Nicola Moretti, we got Ken Evans Jr., Caleb Glenn, and Trey Carroll out there. On the end of the court, it's going to be Grant. Have Wilson out there, along with Sauter. So as they got Giles out there and Gross Venor. Baba Miller now shooting 2 free throws out of the break. First free throw up from Miller. It's up and good, knocks that one down. Owls have a huge free throw advantage here. Got 5 free throws knocked down on 9 attempts. Only 3 free throws shot on the other end of the court by the Mariners. Second free throw from Miller is nothing but net. So Miller knocks down both free throws, gives the Owls a 7-point lead. Full court press, that zone press again. They get it to the middle of the court. That's going to get the job done. Grant, top of the key. And that's the key to breaking that press. Getting it to the top, getting it to the middle of the court. It's going to break that press every time. Now driving in against Miller. Tries a fadeaway jumper on Miller. Rolls in and out. Trey Carroll rebound. Swings it up to Moretti. Moretti still no points on the day. Led the team in his first game. Reverse layup. And a little jinx there as Moretti gets a reverse layup to go. His first points of the game. Dropped 19 in the first game of the year against Indiana State. As Glenn up top guarding Grant. Grant on the right side. Guarded by Miller. Baba Miller has the ability to play off some of these guards with his reach as Trey Carroll gets up. Great defense there by Carroll on Wilson. As Evans swings it up to Glenn. Glenn driving in, he slips. Falls down, takes a hard fall. Getting up to Grant. Grant trying to work on Miller, swings it out wide to Wilson. Wilson pull up jumper from the free throw line, no good. Over the back, called on Giles. And floor getting cleaned up over there. Caleb Glenn getting taken out of the game for Leland Walker. Looks to be okay though. Might get checked out by the trainer really quick just to make sure he's totally all right. But he looks like he's going to be okay. Looked like a scary fall over there from Glenn, but he'll be all right, it looks like. Leland Walker now, right wing. Hands it off to Miller. Miller driving in, gets it down to Carroll. Trey Carroll lays it up and in. Owls their largest lead of the game now, up 11 with 6:28 here to go in the first half. Grant. Baba Miller the steal. Gets it up to Evans. Evans drops it off to Trey Carroll and he slams it home. Trey Carroll getting this Owls crowd hype as they now lead 13. Out to Grant. Grant airballs the 3. Now Moretti. Moretti flying up the court. Owls in transition. Gets it back to Trey Carroll. Trey Carroll right-handed layup and it's good. Trey Carroll back-to-back-to-back buckets. And Trey Carroll screaming at the crowd. 6 straight points for Trey Carroll, showing that leadership, showing what he means to this Owls family. As he now is tied for the leading scorer of this game along with Evans and Glenn. So we'll be right back here on Owl Radio after the timeout called by the Mariners. And we're back here on FAU Owl Radio. Owls lead by 15. There's a blocking foul called.
Yeah, at the very beginning, I was mentioning seeing how this beginning of the game was going, close game. And now FAU has finally stepped up, shake those nerves out a little bit, and now just great transition points, great in the transition, the Owls are.
We got Bob Miller at the top of the key, guarding Wilson. Wilson drives right, drops back. Now on Evans. Guarding Zafir. Now Zafir pull-up jumper over Miller. That one's going to go off the side of the backboard. No good. Trey Carroll bringing it up. Has scored the last 6 points for the Owls. Get it. Evans deep three. Off the back of the rim and in. High bounce there from Evans. Ken Evans gets that one to go. Ken Evans' third three of the game. He's got 9 points on 3 threes. Evans now up top on MacArthur. MacArthur driving in. Gets it to Zafir, and he knocks down a bucket. Owls lead by 16. 4:48 left to go in this first half. Trey Carroll for three. That one's good. Trey Carroll's got 9.
And that was Trey's first three of the night, and everyone here at FAU Stadium, Eleanor Baldwin Arena, is loving it.
Trey Carroll's got 9 points on the day now already. He's tied for the scoring lead with Evans. Step back by MacArthur. Try and get it back inside him. Can't quite find him. Burns, top of the key. Burns working already. Burns driving in, pull up, jumper from the free throw line. Gonna miss off the side of the rim. Trey Carroll rebound. Swings it up. And Leland Walker loses it. Turnover by Walker. Spinning out of control there. Lost it.
And Zafir was able to get to the left low post, the left block, able to get that layup.
So 36-19 now. Bob Miller, top of the key. Left hand, drops it off to Evans. Moretti. Moretti gonna hesitate. Evans for three. That one's no good. Would have been his 4th three of the game. Trey Carroll rebound. Looks like he could have got fouled. No foul called. Evans back with it. 20 on the shot clock. Finds Moretti. Moretti kicks it out to Walker. Walker drives in right hand. Floater. That one's off the rim and good. Great ball move for the Owls. We've been talking about the turnovers, but right there, they look like a team that's been playing for years. That was beautiful ball move. Great hustle all the way around the ring, around the three-point line.
The perimeter, yeah. And FAU again has doubled Coastal Georgia's points, 38-19.
Now MacArthur pull-up three. No good. Back of the rim. Moretti rebound. Swings it up to Leland Walker. Walker steps back, slows it down. Moretti. Moretti drives in right hand. Swings it all the way across to Evans. Evans behind the back. What a pass. Walker throws the three. Highlight play.
And that's a SportsCenter top 10 moment if I've ever seen one.
And these two already today both had phenomenal plays. Walker early in the game with a spinning dish off. And a phenomenal pass there from Evans. Now driving in is Wilson. Stripped. And off the knee. What a play by Evans. Back-to-back plays. Both sides of the ball. Ken Evans Jr. What a play by him. And there's a reason for this. He was the SWAC Player of the Year last year. He's showing that off right now.
Yeah, and that everything's going FAU and everything's going wrong Coastal Georgia now.
And so we're going to be back here on FAU Owl Radio after the timeout. And we are back here on FAU Owl Radio as the Owls have a 41-19 lead, leading by 21 here. On the court now for the Owls. Checking in for the first time this game is Mantas Kochanis, another center from Lithuania, just about a 7-footer, 6'11", so call that how you want. We got Leland Walker still out here on the court. Another new substitution for the Owls. Can you see who that is? And Leland Walker now, top of the key.
Langenfield.
Walker, top of the key. We got Max Langenfield on the court. As Kiki Tandy, a turnaround three, knew it was good off the hand. And the Owls now lead 44-19 with 2 minutes left to go. So Langenfield in the game now for the Owls. He's up there guarding the ball now. On Kamara. Kamara dishes it off. Wilson working on Langenfield. Pulls up for three. No good back for him. Rebound by Walker. Glenn for three. That one's good. The Owls are on fire from three. Burns. Burns now on the left wing, guarded by Walker. Wilson, top of the key. Now we'll switch over to Walker on him. Screen, Glenn switches. Kamara looking for it down low. They can't get it to him. There goes Strotter. Steps on the line, out of bounds. Owls ball. The Owls almost up by 30 now, a 47-19 lead, and the Owls have been electric from the three-point line. 9 for 17, 52% from three. Looking at the other end, Mariners just 1 for 6 from three. And the Owls on a 14-2 run in the last 3 minutes and 19 seconds. As Walker kicks it out to Glenn. Glenn pump fakes, drives in, right hand. Glenn right-handed layup, that one's good. A transfer from Louisville. He's been having a great game so far. He's got 11 points. Glenn now leading the team in scoring with 11 on the day. Drive inside, blocked by Tandy, but a foul called.
And FAU is continuing to go on an almost 30, right now a 29-2 run in the last about 6 minutes of this game. 49-14, 30-point difference. And this is what, this was what the fans were expecting when you're going against an NAIA school. FAU being up by 30 right before the first half ends.
First free throw, up and good. Amaru Grossbender knocks down the first free throw. 49-20 now. Owls lead by 29. Second free throw up, no good, front rim. Glenn rebound. Drops it off to Walker. Walker heading up the court. 40 seconds left on the clock. Pulls up for three, no good. So Chavez able to get the rebound, save it. Back up to Walker. So Langenfield couldn't get that three to fall. It's going to stay with the Owls here. Glenn will inbound. Owls go to stack here in front of Glenn. Walker at the back of it. Langenfeld second. They get into Walker. Walker top of the key. 22 on the shot clock. 24 on the game clock. About a 3-second differential here. Owls could take this down to just about the end of the first half. Owls lead by 29. Walker, that seems like what he's going to do. Just dribbling out the top. Burns on him. Screen set by Glenn. Walker steps back. Drives inside. Pull-up jumper from the elbow. Gets it to go. Leland Walker puts the Owls at the 50 mark. Half quarter. No good from the Mariners. So the Owls lead 51-20. On pace now for 102 points in this game. A phenomenal first half. Maddox, some quick thoughts before we go out.
I feel like FAU is finally finding their groove right now in the end of this first half. They were getting very close in the very beginning with this Coastal Georgia team, about 2-3 point difference. But after one of the breaks, they were able to find their momentum and continue growing their lead. Playing well defensively. Still, turnovers are a bit of a problem, especially defensively, but win the rebound game and continue going this momentum FAU is going on, and they'll get an easy win.
So the Owls hot going into the half, up 31 here. We'll be back for the start of the second half on Owl Radio.
Welcome back to FAU Owl Radio. Maddox, Greenburg, Nick Turok on the call. FAU up 51-20 here in the season home opener in Eleanor R. Baldwin Arena. FAU shooting 55% from the field. Coastal Georgia 32%. FAU winning the rebound game 27-7. And Nick, we were seeing how the beginning of this game a little bit slow for FAU, but they found their mojo. What are you expecting from this roster, from this lineup, after finding their mojo around the middle of that first half and now having full halftime to prepare themselves?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of nerves right to start this game, but the Owls started to pick up the pace. They started to push the momentum, push the floor. They would rebound, they would fly down the court, get momentum, get fast break points, and I think that's really what started to swing this game. They got a ton of momentum, a lot of gain from the crowd, and I think that's what really flipped this game on its head and gave them this big lead.
Leland Walker, Beba Miller with the ball. Goes out in the left lane, finds Montas with the dunk, and that's how we start the second half here in Eleanor Baldwin Arena. Caden MacArthur tries to go to Zafir, but Baba Miller intercepts it. Kiki Tandy from the left wing doesn't get it. Rebounded by MacArthur. Zal Wilson up the court onto the right wing, being guarded by Kiki Tandy. Pass to Strouder. Push of the ball. Zafir at the left wing, passes it to Wilson. Wilson from three, gets it. 53-23, silence the crowd here at the Ellie. Leland Walker for FAU, walking the dribble across mid-court, directing the team. Goes on the right wing, kicks back to the right wing for Baba Miller, doesn't get the three. Rebounded another time by Strouder for the Mariners. And quick, fast pace, the Mariners are going offensively. Sal Wilson from the right wing, down to the right post, right block. Tipped by Baba Miller from the pass, but Zafir gets it cross court. Goes against Miller, loses possession. Tandy has it recovered by FAU, and Walker now with the ball. Baba Miller from the right wing pushes it, finds Montes at the left block, almost loses possession against Strouder. Trying to create some space. Spins, gets a layup and a foul. He goes to the line.
And a slight scary sight there for a second was Tandy, when he got off the ground over there, looked to be limping a little bit, but then was calling for the ball for three, so he looks like he should be okay.
We've seen a lot of players, a couple players for FAU slip up a little bit earlier in the first half. I believe it was Caleb Glenn who slipped on a wet spot, but for one free throw is Vokatitis.
Look at the stats real quick as he takes this. The Owls a huge advantage so far in rebounds, 27-9 in the rebound advantage, which is a monumental advantage.
Doesn't get it, but recovered by FAU by Walker. Walker finds Handy from the logo from downtown, gets it. 58-23 with 7:50 in the second half. Another interception, another turnover for FAU. Vokatitis with the layup, with the lob from the assist by Ken Evans Jr. Thaddeus Burns for Coastal Georgia at the right side, the right front court. Finds inside, is Strouder, kicks back. MacArthur from three, doesn't get it. Corralled it is Vokatitis, and Leland Walker now with the ball. Kiki doesn't get it, rolls in and out. Rebounded by Coastal Georgia's Thaddeus Burns, foul, Ken Evans Jr. And Thaddeus Burns will go to the line as substitutions from both teams. Alex Hallinar for Coastal Georgia and Nicola Moretti and Caleb Glenn for FAU have entered the game. So it won't be a free throw, it'll be an inbound pass.
And I wonder how Jacobs is going to react in practice. I would assume the Owls probably take this game. I wonder how Jacobs reacts in practice here. A couple of mishaps by the Owls, I feel. Even in a blowout, a young team, a new team, that play right there, a real heat check there from Tanny, taking a deep three in momentum. Not a terrible shot, but earlier in this game too, right at this half, Bob Miller, that one where he was coming down, it was a 3-on-2. The man on the floor over there was MacArthur. He slipped, and they still took a three. Just a couple of mishaps in judgment, I feel, right there, where it's, if you're going to have a 3-on-2 and a guy falls, get a bucket. Go get a layup. It's in big games that are closer to where that might be coached a little more by Jacobs, even though you're excited by this huge lead that they have right now, up 37, but just staying smart, being still locked in for the entire game.
Halliner with the inbound pass. Strowler gets it and gets the layup right under the post. Coming down to the right side. Ken Evans Jr., corner three, gets it. From the right corner on the right side of the court. Now moving right to left is MacArthur for Coastal Georgia. Being guarded by Ken Evans Jr. at the left wing. Lobs it to Zafir. Goes under the right lane. Gets the over Baba Miller, 63-27. Leland kicks back to Moretti from the left wing. Doesn't get it. Sal Wilson. Court to MacArthur. Getting double teamed now, being guarded by Caleb Glenn. Kicks back to the perimeter. Loses footing. Both out players lose footing. Moretti with the layup. Caleb Glenn and Sal Wilson both lose footing in the paint on the far side, away from us on the left side of the court. And they're getting that fixed momentarily. But that's not something uncommon. We've seen a lot of times in this game, Nick, players losing footing on wet spots on the court throughout the entire game.
Yeah, that has been a little bit of an issue so far. I don't know if that's a court issue by the Owls. It's the first game on the court, and obviously there were some exhibition games. First real game on the court, so maybe there needs to be some more waxing done or something right there, but we'll see how that adjusts to the rest of the game. What I've seen so far, too, on the bench, look at the bench in the second half. John Jacobs has still been so locked in, taking that head coach role, not being an overly excited head coach. He's keeping his composure, being smart, letting his guys know what to do in a situation like this.
With a baseline pass for Coastal Georgia, Hallinar, the freshman, kicks back to Sal Wilson at the top of the key. Being guarded by Vanderpool with a screen. Now kicks back. Zafir, right wing, hits the rim, rolls out of the left corner baseline, turnover, and timeout FAU. And with that break, Nick and I will take a break here with them. We'll be back here for FAU Owl Radio. Welcome back to FAU Owl Radio. Maddox, Greenburg, Nick Turok, 65-27. FAU in the second half, 15-42 in the second half. FAU will be getting the baseline pass from Caleb Glenn to Nicolo Moretti on the left side of the court. The Owls.
Look at see the Owls keep going here now. I mean, up a crazy amount right now. Just 38 points. Just keep the pressure on. Show these fans what you can do. I mean, this is a point of you want to just make this a blowout game. Show these fans how good you can be because they're used to seeing a team that went to the Final Four. And you want to show them these expectations. The expectation of this program is so high, and seeing all these new players, they want to put on a show in this first home game.
Especially we've seen how the large fan base here for FAU, the student section, have been showing up and showing out. They're loving what they're seeing right now for FAU. Start off a little bit slow. Caleb Glenn, corner three, doesn't get. Sorry, that was Devin Vanderpool, doesn't get. Tip pass by Sal Wilson, which was intended to Nicolo Moretti. Wilson at the left block. Double team by Moretti. Finds Zafir at the elbow. Kicks back to Wilson. Foul on Carroll as the pass was intended to number 24, Jeremiah Kamari. And Kamara will be going to the line.
If you're John Jacobs too, or sideline on baseline, you got to love this game. You're winning by a lot, but there's also so many coachable moments. You've had way too many turnovers. There's so much to practice about.
Again, that was not for the free throw line, but Wilson from the setback three doesn't get it. Rebounded by FAU. Walk. Tandy to Moretti. Glenn wide open from the left wing. Hits the rim. Rebounded by Coastal Georgia. And MacArthur at the right wing. Digs in. Gets the layup. 65-29. And Coastal Georgia is showing fight here as Kiki Tandy from the right wing. Corner three. Doesn't rebound. A great one-hand rebound by Carroll. But rims out. And Coastal Georgia turns the ball over with the ball now. Sal Wilson being guarded by Trey Carroll. Finds Hollander at the left corner. Being guarded by Kiki Tandy. Runs along the baseline. Intercepted by Moretti. Moretti digs in. Doesn't get the layup. Doesn't get the point the first time. But Trey Carroll comes and assists. 67-29. That's FAU's 34th rebound. Wilson to Hallinar on the right wing. Finds in the right block is Zafir. And another rebound by FAU. That was by Vanderpool. Caleb Glenn, no one near him. Left wing three. It is good. 70-29. And they're just continuing to add to the separation FAU is doing. MacArthur at the logo. Vanderpool. And now Carroll providing pressure. Carroll falls down. But kicks back. Right wing three doesn't get it with Sal Wilson. But Zafir gets the ball back and gets the layup. 70-31. Gets that second chance point opportunity. Moretti now jogging. Now passes the ball to Carroll. Carroll almost loses possession at the left post. Doesn't get the layup. Falls down to the ground. He was guarded by Kamara.
Late foul call there on Carroll, but he eventually gets up and slipping again was Tandy now. And there's got to be some issue with the court today a little bit. It's been, I know Carroll did just fall on the ground right there, but it's been very slippery today for all these players. And that's a safety hazard when you think of it. These guys are going full speed, trying to make quick stops. And you know they all have good shoes. They all have very nice new shoes on. Their shoes aren't the problem.
Especially with Kiki Tandy and Nicolo Moretti. I believe they're wearing the same pair of brand shoes and the same color as well. So you're wondering if some guys on the FAU sideline, on the FAU team, on the FAU bench, got some new shoes, got some new pairs. Trey Carroll will be at the line, shooting for two. Hits the front rim.
The Owls really chucking it from three this game. 12 threes, 12 for 28, 42%, so a good percentage from three today. And you can see how much they like shooting threes. Everybody on the floor, except the center, basically, Vokatitis, he's not shooting threes, but everyone else, it's a threat from three. Caleb Glenn has three. He's 3 for 5 from the three-point line. He's leading the team in points with 14.
And rolls in, and Rim rolls in, and FAU is now up 40 points. Trey Carroll substituted out. Max Langenfield, the Germany freshman from Ulm, Germany, is on the court for the second time. Langenfield guarding heavily on Sal Wilson. Wilson finds Allender. Allender hands the ball off to MacArthur, the right wing on the far side from us, in the front court right. Now gets into the lane. Spins. Finds Strowler, I think that is. No, Kamara, who got the right-handed dunk. 71-33, 12-20 in the second half. Glenn from the right wing for three. Hits the front rim. And Sal Wilson corrals that. Driving down the court. Sal Wilson tries to go to a little lob pass to Kamara, but a great deflection by Vokatitis. However, unfortunately, that goes out on the baseline, and that will remain Coastal Georgia's ball. 71-33, 12:04 with a baseline pass. David Felix finds Hallinar, hits the rim. Langenfield with a rebound, finds Murray. Murray cross court to Langenfield. So now Langenfield's handy for the left wing three. 74-33. Sal Wilson directing his team on the far side, on the left side of the court. At the logo. Kicks it out to MacArthur. Back to Kamara at the top of the key at the perimeter. Now MacArthur is at the logo. Now trying to make some space. And shot clock violation for Coastal Georgia. Both players fall. Caleb Glenn and Kamara. But we will take a timeout here for FAU Owl Radio. We're back here for FAU Owl Radio. Maddox, Greenburg, Nick Turok, 74-33, 11-13 in the second half remaining. The Owls are on an unprecedented, unbeatable position right now. Have putting up 41 right now, looking unstoppable since the beginning, since around the middle of the first half. Baseline pass from the left side was Baba Miller to Leland Walker. Walker now the logo. Digs inside the lane, but fouled is the FAU ball. The foul will be on number 13, Amaru Roseviner for Coastal Georgia. Baseline pass. Baba Miller at the elbow. Now goes in the left lane. Couldn't get it. And Baba Miller falls down hard. So does Sal Wilson. But Baba and Sal are both good. That was right in front of the Owls bench. However, Baba Miller touched the ball last. So it'll be a baseline pass. Sorry, it'll be an inbound pass from David Felix for Coastal Georgia to Sal Wilson. Again, they're trying to fix a wet spot on the floor. Been a common theme here throughout this game. Wet spot has been throughout the floor, causing potential injury. A lot of players, especially a lot on FAU, slipping up. They finally get it fixed. And Felix, who against Middle Georgia State, they had one rebound exhibition game for Coastal Georgia. However, an actual game for FAU, their second game of the season for FAU. Sal Wilson on the left side of the court. Tries to get for a layup, doesn't get it. And out of bounds, it will be FAU ball, Baba Miller.
And a great presence there from Boyka Titus. He's going to be such a presence down there for the Owls defense. Him and Baba Miller at the bottom of the paint. That makes it scary to go down low.
Yeah, Boyka Titus, 7 foot. Baba Miller, 6'11", both are basically 7 feet tall. Vanderpool loses possession, kicks the ball out of bounds. That'll be a turnover, 10-29. Ken Evans Jr. substitutes Max Langenfield. Grosvenor at the front court left, but also loses possession, kicks the ball out of the inbound line. And that will be a turnover. Baba Miller with the inbound pass. Ken Evans Jr., 4 from 8 from the field, 12 points. Leland Walker at the logo to Ken Evans. Evans to Miller. Difficult ties to Vanderpool playing hot potato this FAU offense. At
Great
the right
ball
block.
movement.
Right block Miller. Circles around. Vokatitis tries to go for the layup, for the rebound, and going up for the layup, but gets hit by a Coastal Georgia defender. He will go to the line. Vokatitis.
And a great possession there by the Owls. Now getting 2 shots. Every single person touched the ball in that possession. Going all the way around. Phenomenal presence there. It seems like the chemistry wasn't there to start this game, but they've started to find it, and it's only going to get better throughout the year. The longer they play, the longer they build this chemistry as a team, the better they're going to get.
And despite the opponents they've been playing so far the first 2 games of the season, including this game, this FAU team looks dangerous once they build that connection that they have been kind of tricky on the beginning of this game, but now they've found that mojo. Titus goes 1 for 1 right now with one last layup.
They've been relying on skill a lot. You can see it to start this game. It's more they're relying heavily on their skill because they don't know the ins and outs of each other like some other teams do that have been playing for years. These guys are figuring each other out, and it's going to start to look better.
Vokatitis rims out. Baba Miller trying to beat Hellner for it, but a foul and a turnover as Jamil Giles with a baseline pass on the right side of the court. Sal Wilson with the ball guarded by Ken Evans. Both players wearing number 0. Wilson finds Felix. Felix back to Grosvenor. Grosvenor crisscross, hits the corner rim, Rebound and recovered by FAU. Bubba Miller saves it. Leland Walker kicks it to Ken Evans Jr. for three. His fifth three of the game and his fifth field goal of the game. All of his points have been from the behind the arc. 15 points for Ken Evans Jr. He now leads the team in scoring with 15. Baseline pass for Coastal Georgia. Grosvenor on the left side of the court. High pass to Wilson. Giles kicks back to Felix. Felix step back mid-range, doesn't get it. Bubba Miller recovers it. He goes down the court, kicks it. Right three, gets it, is Ken Evans Jr. His now sixth three-pointer of this game, 81-33, a commanding lead. Grosvenor back to Hollander at the top of the key. Leland Walker trying to take the ball away from Sal Wilson, but Wilson recovers. Wilson the right wing. Back to Grosvenor at the top of the key. The logo provided by the screen. 1 second on the shot clock, doesn't get it. Leland Walker to Ken Evans Jr. Falls down, and FAU doesn't win that battle of the rebound. Grosvenor, one man to beat, doesn't get it. Foul, Grosvenor.
Evans Jr. couldn't get that heat check going, but he's been on fire this game. 6 for 11 from three, 18 points, leading the team, showing really what he can do here.
And Amaru Grosvenor will be at the line for Coastal Georgia. He has been 1 for 2 from the line tonight. 81-33, 8-19 is for 2. The FAU fans trying to distract Grosvenor at the baseline. 1 for 1, a high arc. Trey Carroll and Moretti substitute for FAU as Focatitis and Vanderpool take a break.
And there's those Flamingos that we always talk about, right behind the basket, trying to cause that distraction. The whole swim team, all the Flamingos, and it works right there.
And he didn't even get near the rim. Try to get near the net. It was Grosvenor, 1 for 2 at the line there. 81-34, 8-19 in the second half. Baseline pass from Miller to Walker, going from left to right. Almost loses possession, but Ken Evans Jr. saves it. And Bubba Miller now loses it. Ball rolls out of the sideline. Turnover, baseline inbound pass from Jamil Giles to Grosvenor. Grosvenor moving from the from the front court right. Moves down the paint, blocked by Carroll, but after a foul. And it seems there will be a timeout here in this game. We'll take a break here for FAU Owl Radio. We are back here for FAU Owl Radio. Maddox, Greenburg, Nick Turok, 81-34 with less than 8 minutes to go here in the second half. FAU with a commanding lead. Amaru Grosvenor back at the line for Coastal Georgia on the left side of the court, going for two. Gets the first one in.
And what people don't understand sometimes a little bit is what they learned last year about this arena. Even though it only holds about 3,800, it doesn't hold that many. It holds less than 4,000. But it gets so loud in here because it's so small.
Yes, and you and I have been screaming out over our top of our lungs the entire game because we cannot hear each other because of how loud this arena has been. Glenn all over Felix with that lob, 83-36 as Grosvenor made his two free throws. But 83-36, and now Coastal Georgia with the ball in the left corner, the left side. Loses possession, turnover, FAU ball. Sorry, my apologies, not FAU ball. It will be a foul on FAU. The foul will be on Leland Walker as he leaves the game. Max Lingenfield back in the game. And Jamil Giles, the 6'7" senior forward from Atlanta, Georgia, at the line for the first time. Doesn't get it, recovered by FAU by Carroll. No look pass from Moretti. Lingenfield, go back. Moretti, top of the key. Doesn't get it. Rebounded by DeAndre Jefferson. And Coastal Georgia with the ball. Now going to the front court right is Grosvenor. Grosvenor back out to Felix at the perimeter. Halliner matching up against Lingenfield. Foul on Giles, who runs into Carroll. Carroll falls down. And back to the line. That'll be on Trey Carroll. Back to the line. Jamil Giles, who did not play in the 22-23 season due to an injury. Lingenfield hits the rim. 83-36. 0 for 1. Last free throw for Giles. Down 47 points. Giles misses them both. Caleb Glenn rebounds it. And FAU fans are excited because with 0 for 2 the free throw line for opponents, FAU wins a Dunkin' Donuts. Vanderpool, right corner three, rims out. FAU doesn't get it. Goes to Georgia. And turnover as Grosvenor, sorry, not turnover, it will be saying Coastal Georgia ball. Grosvenor didn't measure up that pass that well to Trey Moore. Grosvenor, the right wing on the left side of the court. Now the Giles. Giles moves in, loses possession. Lingenfield gets it. And Trey Carroll now with the ball moving down on the right lane. Doesn't get it. Vanderpool recovers. And Devin Vanderpool gets it up 85-36, 6:23 and counting. Front court right is Grosvenor, who finds Felix, who loses possession again. Carroll throws across court to Moretti. Nice pass to Caleb Glenn. Especially on your face, Nick, you were also pretty surprised and impressed by that.
A gem of a pass by Moretti there. I mean, just beautiful getting it inside by Moretti.
Loss of possession.
And right there, that's the play. Right there, that Jake is clapping over on the sideline. That's what a coach loves to see. They are up 40. They are up 50 points. They're up 51, and Vanderpool's still diving on the floor to get a ball, going under someone. Showing that also is what it's going to get you more playing time. Is what a coach loves to see.
True that. 87-36. If you're not hearing on air, they're playing "We Will Rock You" by Queen, and the fan base are immersed in this atmosphere. We will take a break here, though, for FAU Owl Radio 87-36 FAU. Back here for FAU Owl Radio, Maddox, Greenburg, Nick Turok. 5 minutes, 55 seconds. FAU leading 87-36 over Coastal Georgia. Vanderpool with the inbound pass to Moretti. Moving down to the right side of the court at the top of the key. Moretti being guarded by Grosvenor. Loses possession, going up down the paint. And Moretti will get to the line for the first time of this game. As a team, FAU has been shooting 8 for 15 from the line. Moretti will be shooting for 2. Rims out.
Like to see that percentage get a lot higher during this season, especially today. 8 for 16 now from the line, 50% from the free throw line is not going to cut it. You want to be in that 80% or higher at least range. I know college isn't as proficient at the free throw line, but 80% or better seems to be what you want to be, or at least around. 50% will not cut.
Moretti goes 1 for 2. 8-36. Giles at the left wing, kicks across court to the right wing is Grosvenor, moves in, but falls down. Foul on Vanderpool. Grosvenor looked like he might have slipped a little bit, but 88-36. Going to the line is Grosvenor. Grosvenor right now for the lineup for Coastal Georgia on the court right now. DeAndre Jefferson, Grosvenor, Smith, Giles, and Trey Moore. He's the only one scoring, only one with the points for the starting lineup for Coastal Georgia on the court right now. With his 5th point now. 1 for 2, hits the rim. Moretti, cross court to Vanderpool, left wing 3, hits the rim. Langenfield was able to get it. Goes for 3, gets it from the right wing. And his first points of the game are a 3-pointer. Jefferson to Grosvenor. Grosvenor moving in on the left side, doesn't get it. Moretti has the ball, but a foul. Moretti astonished by it. And back at the line is, guess who? Grosvenor. 91-37, 5-10. And Nick, it looks like FAU starting off slow in the beginning of the first half are now about to put up about 100, on pace of up 100 points in their home opener in front of this crowd.
They have absolutely turned on the gas, and they've been just putting it up, and they've been putting a beating on them right now, and a great moment right there for Langenfield, his first collegiate point, being a freshman. At 3 was his first ever point as a collegiate athlete, so that's great for him.
Kiki Tandy doesn't get for the long 3. 91-38 as Grosvenor was 1 for 2 at the free throw line. 5-4-53 and counting. Giles to Jefferson along the baseline. Kiki Tandy had a hand on it, on the ball, but just went out of bounds and lost possession. It will remain Coastal Georgia ball. 91-38, 4:46. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Baseline pass on the left corner, right corner to Giles. Who hands it off to Grosvenor, who goes over to Smith at the key. Trey Moore kicks back out to a wide open Grosvenor for 3. Gets it from the right wing. Murray baseline pass to Vanderpool from left to right. Up by 50 are the Owls. The key, another no-look pass by Moretti. Vanderpool on the post, charging, and that'll be on Vanderpool as Grosvenor and Coastal Georgia will get that ball. Sorry, it'll be Vanderpool who will get the ball and go for the free throw line. That would have been a foul on Grosvenor.
The Owls approaching the century mark here at 91 here, and it's 97 in their first game. At 92 right now with one more free throw to come. Still 4 minutes left. And in college basketball, if you're going to average more than 97 a game, you're going to win a lot of games. Obviously early here, just 2 games, but averaging that many points as he knocks down both. you're going to win a lot of basketball games when you put up that many points.
And they have a very tough non-conference schedule, which we'll get to momentarily during the next timeout. Smith at the left wing, but goes back to Moore. Moore backs to Smith. Smith down the right lane, kicks it back out to the right corner. 3, Trey Moore. 93-44 with less than 4 seconds. Sorry, less than 4 minutes. Vanderpool down the right lane gets it. 95-44. Grosvenor cross court to Jefferson. Back to Grosvenor at the perimeter. Steps back. Being teamed up by against Kuchanas. But Moretti gets the ball. And a nice layup by Moretti. 97-44. Pass swatted by Kiki Tandy into the front row. And that'd be a foul and timeout for FAU. And with that timeout, we'll take a look at their non-conference schedule. The next game is on the road at UCF on November 12th, a Tuesday at 7 p.m. Then they play in the Field of 68 Classic in Charleston, South Carolina. First against College Charleston, then against Liberty. Then they play in the Charleston Classic, remain in Charleston as they play against Oklahoma State, a Big 12 school. Then their next game will be either Miami or Drake. And then finally the championship game, which will be on November 24th, that Sunday. It'll be right around Thanksgiving break. Then we have their next home game is on the 30th. So their first home game is in the early week of November, and their next one is at the very end against FGCU, which FAU the past couple of years have not had that great success against FGCU. Then on the road to their in-state, in-region rival FIU on December 4th. Then play against Jacksonville on December 10th, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Then there are another 2 straight home games. Second one, Texas State on December 14th. Then they cap it all off on December 21st on Saturday in East Lansing, Michigan at Michigan State. FAU will be at 2 p.m. And then they will start their conference schedule on January 2nd at home against Memphis. That's how their non-conference schedule looks. So as you were saying, Nick, how so far they're looking pretty good at FAU. Right now having 97 points first 2 games, and they're going to exceed 100 points easily with 3:26 to go in the fourth quarter. So right now, first 2 games are going to be averaging about 100 points. That's how you win in college basketball. Not every team is doing that. However, it is granted 2 games in the season so far. And then they're going against UCF in the next game on the road, their first real road test. First real road game of the season. And UCF, we've seen upset number 13 Texas A&M. So there are some tough opponents that FAU will be facing in their non-conference schedule.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a tough battle against UCF. It'll really be that first chance for them to really see a tough team in a big conference, and we'll have to see how they do against them. They were putting up more than 97 a game, so we'll see how their offense is able to go against UCF.
But first, we have this game to finish. Goes to Georgia with an inbound pass. Now Smith at the right wing. Kicks it back out to Grosvenor. Grosvenor at the perimeter being guarded by Vanderpool. Now he's at the front court right. Grosvenor directing traffic. Grosvenor tries to get in. Finds Trey Moore at the left wing. Goes in the baseline. Doesn't get the pass. Hits the rim. And Coach Shaughness gets it. Moving the ball in transition. Moretti walking across the logo. At the perimeter. Kicks back out Langenfield from the top of the key. Hits the rim. Doesn't get it. Strouder, Deontay Strouder for Coastal Georgia with the ball. Cross court to DeAndre Jefferson being guarded by Coach Shaughness at the left wing. And Jefferson rolls up with the ball off of his fingertips, 97-46. 2:20 to go in this second half. Moretti, another nice pass in between the defender to Coach Shaughness at the post, but doesn't get it. 2:15, 22 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to stay on the right side of the court as Coach Chance is at the line.
And Coach Chance here, I feel it's early, but I'd like to see him be more aggressive. He hasn't been in too much today.
Ready from the right corner three. Again, my apologies, it was not a free throw. Kiki Tansey from the left wing doesn't get it. And Jefferson with the rebound. And now he is going across court. Moretti almost has a hand on the ball. Tipped pass again by FAU. FAU playing great defensively. Jefferson doesn't get the three. Vanderpool with the ball. Goes zigzags across the court. Finds Kachanas. Mid-range jumper reels out. And on the left side, right side of the court is Coach Georgia's Jefferson, who kicks it back out to Grosvenor, who goes and kicks it back out to Strowler, but Jar didn't expect that pass and out of bounds. FAU ball. And Jack Johnson, who had some playing time in the exhibition game, the crowd lost it, and now on the court for his first appearance of this game with 1:18 to go and counting, and the crowd loses it again. Langenfield at the left block doesn't get it. Coach Shaughnessy with a rebound with the assist. He gets his first points of the game, 99-46, 1:02 to go and counting. Out of bounds was Jefferson. Turnover. And FAU will have the ball as Jack Johnson provide the inbound pass to Moretti, going from left to right. Moretti jogging across the logo. Cochance with the screen. Moretti finds Cochance in the left lane. Being guarded by Strowler. Strowler has a hand on it, doesn't. And off Moretti. And it will stay Coastal Georgia ball.
And the Owls closing in on that win here. And I know we're looking at the whole non-conference schedule there, but that biggest game we were just talking about, November 12th, UCF, that'll be where the Owls are heading next, 7 p.m. in Orlando, Florida. That's going to be a big game for them coming off 2 wins. Looking to keep that winning streak going. John Jacobs, still as a head coach, has not lost a game, so obviously a positive start to his coaching career there. 1 win on the road, or it was 1 win against Indiana State. Now a win here, looking to go on the road, get his 3rd win, and keep that good start to his coaching career.
It's very unique with this schedule for Coach Jacobs and his FAU roster because, again, with this new roster, you're having your first game against Indiana State, who we know from last year had a great season, a huge mid-major school, but now with their head coach, star player, and a lot of players moving, they look like a whole different team. FAU won that game in the neutral site. Then they're playing their first home game, which is this game against Coastal Georgia, and then their first road game, all 3 first in a row. It'll be unique to see how they're able to manage all of those different games. As Grosvenor was double-teamed by both Vanderpool and Cochanas on the front court right, and the ball rolled out of the inbound pass. The last touch was by Grosvenor, and it'll be FAU ball, and they're most likely going to be running the clock out, even though it's shy of 100. Moretti from the left, right wing 3, rims out. Strowler has a hand on the ball, gets it. And moving from right to left. Almost intercepted again. Grosvenor, over. Cochance doesn't get it. Vanderpool, baseline to Moretti. The final seconds ticking, and Moretti and the Owls are just going to keep the clock going. Bleeding the clock out. 50-point win for the Owls. A great first win at home for Coach Jacobs and the Owls. Definitely put on a show for the FAU fans, and their first impression for the FAU faithful was a great first impression for the FAU Owls.
Yeah, phenomenal win right there. Obviously winning by 50 points. You're going against an NAIA school. There's an expectation as a D1 program to get the win by a lot, but still showing up here, getting a 50-point win. It's going around. Everyone's got points. 2 highest scorers, Caleb Glenn and Kiki Evans, both with 18. We got Trey Carroll with 14 points. We got Tandy. He's also got 12 points. A lot of scoring, a lot of mixed emotions from everywhere, a lot of scoring from everybody. Jake is getting that first home run. That's going to be important, extremely important from him. See, he's going to go through this line here where he gets to go give a high five to every single Owls fan if they choose to stand in that line. That's a tradition here they have at the Ellie. So that'll be a great little moment for him to just kind of soak in that first win at home as a head coach.
Exactly. And so the next true test for FAU will be on the road. Their first road test on November 12th at UCF in Orlando, Florida. And UCF, we've seen, Big 12 school, took out number 13, Texas A&M, on the road. The next home game, though, for FAU Al Rio and for FAU men's basketball will be on November 30th, a Saturday, 6 p.m. against FGCU. And we will be providing that coverage. That'll be the next home game at the end of this month. However, FAU Al Rio will provide the home coverage for the women's basketball game with tomorrow at 2 p.m. It will be Nathan Korst and Braden Cochran who will both be calling this women's basketball home opener against Mercer tomorrow, 2 p.m. You've been listening to FAU Al Radio. I am Maddox Greenburg. He is Nick Turok. Thank you for listening. Final score, 99-49 FAU with their first home game of the win and improve to 2-0.